Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Educational Gamer and we are playing Command Modern Naval Air Operations. We are playing as the UK-Indian Alliance and we've just spotted, well, 5 minutes ago, we spotted this potential enemy submarine over here. Likewise, we did manage to spot another aerial target over here, which we are investigating. We haven't confirmed that these guys are enemies, but I strongly suspect that they are. So we are sending our submarine Shulky over here, which is fairly old to be honest, to investigate, while we're also bringing up a helicopter which will arrive in about 1.5 hours, so local time around noon-ish. Hopefully we'll survive until then, but I'm not sure that we will. So let's see and find out whether we do. In 1.5 hours this guy might be... He might be 6 to 8 miles away. That's a very huge distance to cover. Let's bring up HMS Ambush a little bit over here. I suspect that this guy is running straight towards us. He might actually be over us right now. But honestly, Shulky might not be the one to deal with this. Shulky, again, it's a very old submarine. Well, not that old, 2000 configuration, although I'm not sure when it was built. At any rate, the technology ingrained in that is really 1970s technology, 1980s technology in regards to these bands over here. It's nice to have these, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And the SQT Mod 1 over here, the torpedo that this guy is carrying, also the torpedo active the Seeker over here, it's not that great. So I'm a little bit reluctant to rely on that. What we might actually do, we could think about doing is a bearing only launch. Huh. Wait a minute. If we did this, sorry, if we unit attack orders bearing only launch in that direction, we could do that. So we could send a torpedo down this road just to see whether maybe it will hit anything, but we haven't even confirmed that this is truly an enemy target. And just imagine the international outcry. So right now we're not going to do that. We are of course going to investigate this target over here. I think we might actually want to adjust that a little bit more. Let's accelerate time somewhat. Hope that we don't suddenly find a torpedo in the water. It would be rather detrimental to us. And let's see what will happen in the next couple of seconds over here. There's another boogie. No, that's this one. Okay, yeah, we just have very low certainty about this, the position of this guy precisely. And at some point we need to think about replacing this guy. He'll be able to stay on position for 20 more minutes, but after that we probably need to replace him, and that actually means to me that we need to launch this guy just to replace our aerial early warning indication over here, just to make sure that that is something that happens. Still no new information. 10 minutes since we last saw. That should be you. Yep. So let's bring you up over here, and that should be fine. This helicopter, let's make wait, what? Wasn't it number 3 or so that was coming up towards over here? Why is it you now? Seeking helicopter 1. You're traveling north. You are traveling north. You only have one passive sonar, boy? How can that be? You have very little to no fuel. You have very little to no fuel. Likewise. You think should be returning to base. Are your sensors on? They are not. That's good to see. So you're belonging to a mission, you're belonging to a mission. I think it actually landed. That would be hilariously bad. Yeah, we actually... Okay, you know what? Let's unassign you. And let's assign you to Vikrama Yacht instead. So we will launch this helicopter and we will try to bring it up towards our last confirmed location of the enemy submarine. A new aerial contact, that's interesting to see. You are unassigned. Oh, you're the search helicopter, aren't you? Wait a minute. Assigned base K. Wait, what? You have the airborne aerial warning. You are unassigned. Was it launched or did I just... I think I probably just missed that it was launched. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine. So you are the helicopter that we just launched. And I do want to bring you up over here towards... exactly over here. Just come right there. And that should be fine. Good. More potentially hostile contacts. So let's investigate that. I think it's 60,000 feet. That's definitely a drone. That's a UAV down here. We know that much. Yeah, so you've been spotted by the infrared signature on this guy. Or the infrared targeting mechanism. Let's see what else we find over here. I very much consider it likely that that is a Chinese drone. And there we go, we know it is. Did launch a missile against it. Let's keep an eye on this. Yeah, so it's one of these TV camera equipped drones. TV and infrared camera. And shot down, so that's nice to see. Just eluding their capabilities a little. Should make sure that we are intercepting this guy. He's a little bit faster and traveling much higher, so he might actually be a higher threat. Does he... no emissions though, so that still might be very worthwhile to intercept. Let's see if we can't find any more information on this guy. Yeah, it is a UAV, we know that. Certainly has changed course, and it is still changing course. It might be able to attack us. Or it just might be turning around. You know what? I'm not a big fan that you're using your long range. Ooh, it's a Sea Dragon. This is one of the most sophisticated UAVs that the Chinese have mastered so far, and it is a signature. Yeah, so this is really, it has an immense range, as you can see over here, and this is just really long range, potentially patrol craft. You can see it's pretty long, 20 meters long. Can travel fairly high. No armor, damage points are very low. But just the empty weight is amazing, and just look at the amount of fuel it's carrying compared to its weight. And yeah, This is really very good technology. So I'm really happy that we did find this guy and were able to blow him up. Right, let's keep an eye on the fuel on these guys. So, you know, since you have some fuel left, I think what we're going to do over here is we are going to ask you to come up around and fly up over here, maybe catch this guy. That would be extremely lovely. Would be really good for us. Should you really be coming up quite as far? Have you got any dipping sonar? Yes, you do. Even if it's not a very good one. 20 minutes since we last spotted the submarine, so I think we lost it, but we might be very hard to say. Need to keep a little bit of an eye on these guys up over here. Let's maybe come up a little bit more like that. Alright, yeah, that's not great. So what happened over here? We've detected a surface-to-air missile. Obviously something must be stationed over here, and I think we were informed that there were HQ-16s. I think it was. Let's look at the side briefing. HQ-16s near Ormara. Yeah. So that's very likely it. So let's look at weapons. Let's look at the HQ-16 and see what it can do. So surface-to-air missile, 21 miles launch radius, can travel fairly high. Could we outrun that to the top? I'm not actually too sure. Can certainly not outrun that in terms of speed. Semi-active radar homing, terminal guidance. You have a really good seeker. Frag, and it can target everything, so 21 nautical miles. How far away is it? Way further than that. So, you know what? We are actually going to turn around over here. Just use afterburner and try to get away as fast as we can. Our max altitude is what? It's higher than that. So let's try to gain up a little height as well. Just look at this guy coming up as high as well. Yeah, another surface-to-air missile. Just look at them launching away. Probably we'll see at least one more. Yeah. They are coming from over here. 33 nautical miles away. How high are you? Yeah, that's a little bit the danger with our missile systems. I don't think these are HQ-16s. So the alternative to going really high might be to go really low. Or can we gain enough height just to be able to maneuver them? We are trying to outrun them. I think we should know about their speed. 45,000 feet, yeah. So they are able to reach that height. So let's do the reverse thing. Let's try to dive low and see whether we can't shake them, whether we can't make sure that they are not spotting us because we are way too close to the horizon. That might be nicer, but on the other hand we are losing speed as we go lower because the... Where are you? You're over here? It's extremely interesting. Ah no, you're somewhere over here. Ooh, we've also identified another goblin. I think that actually I did not realize that we did that. Interesting to see though. Right, but let's keep an eye on our MiG-29s. You are now very low. Let's see whether we can shake these guys. I think they are still following us. 80 feet. Yeah, but they... Ooh, it's actually HQ-16s. And they have run out of juice. So that's very nice to see. Let's get back to cruise speed. I don't want to manual override you. Let's get you back to a sensible altitude. And then we'll see what we can do about that. But we should definitely look at the weapon situation. So again, HQ 16 B variant then. Yeah, 40 nautical miles, much further. Still, all in all, ooh, body illumination, that's also interesting. Capable of a sea skimmer, yeah. So around here, 40 miles are prohibited area. So that means we could go straight north. Let's try to do that. So from over here towards over here. Yeah, that would seem to be okay as long as Parsney Airport does not have similar anti-air capabilities. We also have heard about a submarine contact over here. What have we actually known about you? Not that much. Oh, and way too much stuff is happening over here. You can go there, I don't mind that. But for reference, I think we should disallow all these guys to investigate out of the patrol area, because that's just way too confusing. You're fine though, but I would like to get you to max altitude. You are fine because you're not on any specific mission. You are though, but that's alright. But you don't need to necessarily come up there as well. I think 2 anti-submarine warfare helicopters should be more than enough. And 1 airborne early warning system. This guy is streaming through there. We know about 2 submarines, which is really discerning. It's quite a lot actually. But so far everything seems to be alright. I'm a little bit reluctant to go to 15 seconds turns because that's just, it feels like too much can happen at the same time. Ooh. So you can actually see, by the way, that HMS Ambush is the one spotting this, not the Sindhuraya. But yeah, Chinese submarine, 75 crew, sort of mixed technology actually, 1970s, 1980s. Lots of torpedo tubes though. Target surface ships or submarines. You do have a decoy though. Yeah, and you have guided torpedoes. You have the sizzlers and some decoys as well, I think, and they're more than... No, that's actually a torpedo. Interesting. Another torpedo. And you are anti-air weapons. You're sort of mast-mounted, probably. You're the best anti-submarine warfare unit that we have, so you're not... Actually, let's bring this guy up. With the Starfish, it's a really, really good weapon system. MG, what's that? Decoys. And you said probably sonar boys or something. Nope, torpedoes. And you know what, you actually need to go to sprint. Yeah, that's fine. So, something that we can do about this guy? I don't think so. You are somewhat dangerously close, but not too much. We have this guy over there who is still a threat, and he's probably the one spotting us, by the way. Yeah, you can see, by the way, our Queen Elizabeth helicopter now seems to be returning to base, and that is when we lose a lot of information on these guys. So it's really crucial that we bring up our new anti-air airborne early warning. We've reached bingo fuel. Oh, you can't be the correct one then. Yeah, they're just very close to each other, so... you, on the other hand, are fine. Let's turn on your radars. And let's get some information about potential enemies up over here. And that should give us, again, a little bit more accurate information about these guys. Right. Here we go. Let's see whether we can make it through that gap. Looks about right. By the way, I find it funny how these mobile installations are sort of shifting just as we get more or less information. Okay, our aircraft seem to be doing fine. But we've lost a lot of information about the enemy. Still, this guy, such a big threat. Do we just want to launch at him? He doesn't seem to be losing speed. So you know what? I think that's something that we can actually do. Let's bring up our guy over here towards periscope depth or something in between. And then let's launch the Sizzler over here. Has a fairly decent range. It's not that fast, I think. Yeah, very slow actually. But it is capable enough of certainly dealing quite a lot of damage. So I would like to use that to just sink this guy and maybe get out. Minus 160 feet. Okay, yeah, we're getting there somewhat slowly, but we are getting there. Right. How far can we take this in? Maybe a little bit. You're still way too deep. You still have your sensors on. Although you're not, I think actually should probably turn these off. Just so that we don't give away the position of our carrier as we land down there. Anyway, we are bringing 3 helicopters up here just to deal with these guys. Oh, we actually know the name of the ship over here. And it was again detected by HMS Ambush. Let's bring up Ambush a little bit between these 2 submarines. I just want to keep track of these guys as far as possible at least. And can you launch? No? Still need about 10 meters or so. And yeah, we need some more information about this guy. Might actually need to turn on our radars again over here, although I'm not too convinced that's the best choice. Alright, let's make sure to launch, and then I think we can call this too close. 164. Come on. And there we should go. 18 seconds. Here we can launch. Does model and the delay that there is at least allocated. Come on. Just launched in the missile. Just give me that sweet sound. I think he might be relatively incapable of defending himself. He's only got 1 radar. There's a lot of damage done to him, so I think some of his weapons might be out of order. But look at that. We haven't spotted him for at least 12 seconds. There we go, though. There is the Sizzler being launched. That does mean we're out of weapons now. The magazines are fine though. The 53, you are torpedoes though, right? Really, really early torpedoes, but torpedoes nonetheless. Why have we not seen him for 40 seconds? That does not feel right. And up over here, did we completely lose? Yeah, we actually lost that contact entirely. Yeah, it's really such a pity that this guy is coming home. Yeah, but you need to. You don't really have that much fuel left. And this guy still hasn't got the range. You actually got your radars on. You have not. Why? Just use it. You haven't got yours on. No. Yeah, that's good. Splash drop radar surface, really? Oh, did I turn it on accidentally for you? Oh well, we'll see. At least, very least, I think you should be able to spot that guy for us. And you might actually do so on the surface as well. No, your surface is horrible. Surface spotting. Yeah, but that does mean you guys need to use your sensors. There we go. I think that might be him. Let's go straight towards him. Well, actually, where we expect he might be. 210. I think we might actually go a little bit faster, just so we are a little bit more sure to catch him. But that would be lovely. Anyway, so I think it would be great if we could spot this guy. I think it would be great if we could catch any of these submarines. And of course, it would be very nice if our Sizzler weapon over here did manage to hit this ship over here and make their life a little bit more difficult. So, that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.